Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. I teach meditation and mindfulness, and I'm also a creative and an online creator, and I'm a lifelong seeker. I've been on a journey for my whole entire life really, but particularly over the last 5 or so years of really getting to know myself, getting to discover why we're here, my purpose, our purpose as human beings, what it means to be in this human experience. And so I'm really passionate about exploring these deeper topics, these things that really do relate to this human experience that we're all in. And as part of that, I feel like mindfulness really does help us to connect with ourselves more deeply. It helps us to be present so that we can experience our lives and be present for them. It helps us to be here and to cope with whatever challenges that life presents us with. So this is what I'm really passionate about, and I'm just so pleased to have you here with me today. So my intention with this channel and with the work that I do is to help you to reconnect with who you truly are, and to help you to experience a greater sense of ease and alignment with that true authentic self. So today we're going to be talking about the senses, because the senses are such a big part of mindfulness and can be such a great entry point into the present moment. I've talked about this before, about these entry points, these things that can help us to access the present moment, or to notice perhaps when we're not present, and to then draw our focused attention back to the present moment. And this is what mindfulness is all about. It's about practicing bringing our focused attention or our awareness to the present moment. And so the senses are a fantastic way for us to do this. So why are the senses such a big part of mindfulness? Well, the senses are how we experience the world. You think about it, we experience the world through the sense of sight, taking in the world. We experience it through sound, through smell, what else? Through touch, through taste. So these 5 senses that we are all aware of, that we all experience as humans to different degrees. I know that some people may not have access to certain senses, but all of us will have some sort of experience of the sensory world, and this is really what it means to be human, and this is what can help us to access the present moment, is by tuning into these senses. So something that is a common mindfulness practice is called the 5 senses activity or exercise. I like to call it coming to your senses. And this is a really great way to help to calm ourselves down if we're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. And it can also help to ground us into the present moment, which is why it's such a helpful tool if we are feeling overwhelmed. So what we want to do is look for 5 things that we can see, 4 things that we can hear, 3 things that we can feel, and 2 things that we can smell, and 1 thing that we can taste. So it's a really good exercise. If you are feeling panicked or overwhelmed, you can try the 5 senses exercise. And I just like to suggest or encourage people to look for moments throughout the day where you can engage your senses, or you can be aware that you are engaging your senses. I mean, we're always going to be engaging the senses, but mindfulness is really about bringing attention to that fact, bringing attention to the sensory experience. So anything really can be done mindfully, and there are so many things throughout our day where we do interact with our senses, like brushing our teeth, noticing how it feels to brush our teeth, noticing the sounds of the toothbrush, of the water, noticing the smell or the taste of the toothpaste. So there are so many different ways that we can engage our senses just from a simple act like brushing our teeth. And similarly, making a cup of tea or a coffee is such a beautiful mindfulness practice, because it can help us to interact with these senses, the sensory experience, and to bring our awareness to this in such a, what's the word I'm looking for? in such a simple way. So making a cup of tea, you think about it, you can listen to the sound of the kettle or the water as it's boiling. You can smell the aromas that are coming from the tea or the coffee. You can see and watch and observe what you're doing with your sight. You can also taste what the tea or the coffee tastes like and smell it. I'm not sure if I already said that, but you get what I'm saying. Something like making a tea or coffee engages all of the senses. So it really is such a great mindfulness practice. And so next time that you're doing something like that, I really encourage you to try and bring your full attention, your focused attention to the present moment and to the experience that you're having, and just see if you can observe, notice these things, notice the senses, and notice how you feel as you're doing it. It can help to really slow us down, which is one of the greatest benefits of mindfulness. So I hope that this video has been helpful today. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your own sensory things or the things that you love to do that help you to relax. That's one thing that I didn't mention, is that most of the things that we find relaxing are sensory experiences. You think about it like taking a bath, having a nice shower, watching a movie, drinking a cup of tea, getting a massage. All these things that we associate with relaxation can also be great sensory experiences. So share with me, what is it that you love to do to help you to relax, and how could you be more aware of your senses as you're doing it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you as always for being here. Thank you for listening and watching, and thanks for your time and attention. Your most precious resource is attention that we have. If you'd like to learn more, you can find out in the description box below all about my offerings. So I have a mindfulness program called the Mindful Map. And in this program, I talk you through a whole lot of the basics of mindfulness, and also share some meditations and a bunch of other tools and practices that can help you on your mindfulness journey. I also have a podcast called Kindful, the podcast, and I'll leave that linked below. And I run live meditations as well. So if you're wanting to meditate online in a group of people, then I would love to have you as part of the Calm Club. I'll leave all those details down below. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this video supports you on your own journey. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care.